Hugh Dallas there, just 38 years old. Ran the line in the 1992 Cup final. Handshakes with the fellow officials. Well, he's the only man to be on the line and in the middle in Scottish Cup finals. Hugh Dallas, major distinction, was once so young. Richard Gough, another major occasion in Rangers colours. He's tasted victory and defeat in Cup finals. Pasquale Bruno has also been involved in Cup matches in Italy, although they're not rated anything like as important as Serie A matches. But a very important figure in the Hearts defence. Here's a man who scored 4 times against Rangers in the last 2 matches for Hearts. Scored a hat-trick at Ibrox in January and then scored a 2-0 win at Tynecastle. And the player of the year, Paul Gascoigne, who won an FA Cup winners' medal from the hospital bed effectively in 1991, playing for Tottenham Hotspur against Nottingham Forest. He sustained that dreadful knee injury. Brian Laudrup, another big occasion to grace with his talents. Well, in 1976, the Cup final kicked off before 3 o'clock. We're in danger of that once again. And on that occasion, Rangers scored before the clock struck 3 through Derek Johnston. So Hugh Dallas, the referee, who certainly shows some tension there in his face. It's a very big occasion for him. Although he has a lot of experience in international football and European ties for one so young. Gilles Rousset, who has been given the credit for transforming the Hearts' fortunes this season since his arrival. 11 shutouts in 29 matches. Hugely influential figure. Well, these formalities completed so quickly that the players really have to hang about now to wait. Andy Gorham, with a record of 2 out of 2 in Cup finals for Rangers in the Scottish Cup and also in the League Cup, strangely enough. Never tasted defeat in a final for Rangers. The Rangers chairman, David Murray, looks very relaxed beside his vice chairman, Donald Finlay. Peter Donald, the Scottish Football League secretary, beside Donald Finlay. Ian Durrant, a late call-up to replace Ali McCoist, who couldn't come through the warm-up with his damaged calf injury. He was on the bench initially, but Durrant replaces him. The 111th Scottish Cup final, sponsored again by Tennent's, starts with Hearts enjoying the first few touches of the ball. The pitch, I can say, in immaculate condition, and that will certainly be welcomed by both sets of players. John Brown has to keep the ball going. It came off the corner flag. First involvement here for Gascoigne. On this sort of big occasion, he will surely relish. McLaren, who's been protecting any injury throughout the season, will have surgery next week. Gascoigne looking to be on the ball as much as he can early on. Laudrup coming deep, the players trying desperately now to settle as quickly as they can. David Roberts does well forward, so is Gordon Jury. A great chance there to take the ball on the run, but Paul Ritchie did well closing in on him. Discussion there between Bruno and Ritchie.
It was a tremendous first long ball by John Brown, but at the end of the day, good covering. But initially there was a chance there for Gordon Jury, but he just didn't fasten onto it quickly enough.
So here's Alan McLaren. Good angle taken up there by Gascoigne. Forward goes Cleland. Third pass not accurate enough. Fulton intercepts. Laudrup turns it out for the goal kick to Hearts. So Laudrup and Jury, the front two, Billy, a very interesting pairing with no natural out-and-out striker there.
No, I think obviously without McCoist being available today, they're obviously looking to play those two through possibly the inside right and inside left channels. But I think that The big danger to Hearts is going to come from Gascoigne, because it seems to me as though he's been given a lot of liberty, a lot of freedom to go where he wants, and perhaps to support those front two.
Good challenge there by Goff. Ferguson trying to release Laudrup. Was quick enough to get there ahead of Ritchie. That came off Bruno. So the first corner kick of the match, conceded there by Pasquale Bruno, will be the calming influence for Alan McManus and Paul Ritchie, the two young men in central defence for Hearts. Richard Goff and Alan McLaren in the penalty box now for Rangers. Awkward one to clear there for Poynton. His experience also very important. Everton, Manchester City and Oldham he's played for in his career to date. The only man left upfield by Hearts was John Cahoon. Picked up by Mackay for Cahoon. In goes Ian Ferguson. Appeals for a foul there by Hearts, waved aside by referee Dallas. And a Hearts player on the ground. That's ominous. It's Gary Locke, the captain, who's down. He looks to be in a lot of trouble. The game continues with Locke still on the ground in the centre circle. Well, I'm surprised the ball has not been put out of play yet, and referee Dallas calls the game to halt. There's no question here that Locke is in trouble.
I think he's just gone awkwardly there. It seems as though he's turned his ankle or perhaps twisted his knee, but certainly there was no contact, and he didn't even get close enough to make the challenge. But it looks a nasty enough one.
Yes, he seemed to catch his studs there on the surface. Buckle under his own weight. Concern there for Jim Jeffries and Billy Brown and Paul Hegarty, the management team at Tynecastle. They won't want to lose the skipper this early, that's for sure. Alan Ray, the physio, carrying out the repair work. It's the knee that's taken the damage. Anxious Hearts fans here. Gary Locke very much a favourite, the 20-year-old. Referee Dallas allowing plenty of time for this spell of treatment. Jim Jeffries calling over Steve Fulton, trying to establish the extent of the damage, I think. The match will be restarted by a dropped ball. With very anxious eyes on Gary Locke, I think, from the Hearts management the next few minutes to see if he can continue. The call returns that to Hearts. Headed away by McLaren. Here's Fulton. Oh, rather ambitious pass there, trying to find Alan Johnston. But we've had confirmation now of the formations. McManus and Ritchie, the markers at the back for Hearts, the young men, and Pasquale Bruno, the sweeper. Dave McPherson wide on the right, Neil Poynton wide on the left, three in the middle: Locke, Mackay, Fulton, Cahoon and Johnston up front. Ritchie's header. A very similar formation being adopted by Rangers. McLaren, Goff and Brown at the back. McLaren wide on the right, Robertson wide on the left. Ferguson, Gascoigne and McCall in the middle. Jury and Laudrup up front. Laudrup trying to release Robertson. The pace is searing once again. The cross not good enough though. Well, beautifully picked out there, David Robertson by Laudrup. Yet another problem there. Gary Locke has gone down. I think his cup final is almost over. can see no way in which you'll be able to continue. That's John Brown's cross. It's gone behind for the goal kick, and I think this will signal the end for the young Hearts captain. Well, such misfortune. He knows it already. You can tell in his face. He knows perfectly well there's no way back for him this time, surely. Stretcher is now being called for. And it will mean some reorganisation for Hearts.
Yeah, I think that's just a follow-up to the first incident, because he's certainly gone over and twisted his knee. To me, that indicates a fairly serious situation, but certainly one that are going to prove difficult for Hearts at this stage.
Discussion on the touchline now. Jim Jeffries and Gary Mackay are in close consultation. They're going to have to tinker with the side, make some adjustments here, because Lawrence and Robertson are the two outfield substitutes. They both play up front. Alan Lawrence is coming on. Has cup final experience for Airdrie. Well, this will certainly be a major blow to the Hearts' plans. There's no question about that, Billy.
No, that's right, because to lose your captain as early as in the game, and particularly an inspiring young player like Gary Locke, is quite tragic. But more importantly, they've got a very... The two outfield subs are both attacking players, so he's going to have to adjust his team formation, and as early as this in the cup final, it's going to prove very difficult for him.
And already Gary Mackay is giving instructions to Alan Johnston, who's got a key role to change. There's the damage. Again, there was nothing untoward in that. It just clearly the knee was a problem before that challenge. So Alan Lawrence comes on much earlier, I'm sure, than he expected or even hoped. So Gary Locke clearly in pain, being carried behind the goal there. So what about the adjustment, Billy? What do you think here with Lawrence on? What do you expect to see happen?
Well, I can't honestly see Alan Lawrence or John Cahoon moving into that midfield, but I would anticipate that Alan Johnson will be asked to play a deeper role. Perhaps a similar role to Gascoigne's going to be asked to play for Rangers, playing behind the front two and support whatever attacks they're able to provide.
Well, that's what's happened. He's dropped back into a central midfield role in the 5. Lawrence joining Cahoon up front. Good header on there by Jury. And the goal kick's been given. Gordon Jury disagreed with the linesman Bobby Orr, and referee Hugh Dillis goes across to Jury. A little discussion there, the referee making certain that there's no repetition of that kind of descent. The ball in playing distance, and Bruno making sure Jury couldn't reach it.
He certainly took a little chance, Bruno, didn't he? But really, as early as in the game, it's going to daft to show dissent as openly as that. You're only going to get yourself in some balling.
That's McManus down to Mackay. An even more important role now for him. As the senior man in the heart of that midfield now for Hearts. Cahoon got a touch. Goal kick it is. So twisted knee confirmed from the trackside for Gary Locke. The full extent of the damage still to be established. Well, it's all been a very unsettling kind of opening to the game. It hasn't really allowed either side to settle properly, the way the game has been broken up by these injury breaks. It's Gascoigne again going very deep to get on the ball. Makes him even harder to mark. Here's Ian Ferguson. Something about risking in playing Ian Ferguson. He hasn't played, apart from the game against Kilmarnock when the league was won, he hadn't started a match since the 25th of February. So Ferguson getting a late call for this cup final. Long way off that, Billy, at this stage in the season.
It is indeed, but obviously, you know, Walter Smith's been preparing his team for the last fortnight. He's had a look at what he's got, he's seen what options are available to him, and he's thought this is the best one for him. The thing that surprises me just a little bit at this stage is Gascoigne is playing so deep. He's almost playing alongside his defenders, and I would have thought they would have pushed him much further up the pitch, give support to his front two, and perhaps be able to break forward and put Hearts under pressure at the back.
McLaren now in possession for Rangers. Good interception made by Mackay. He read that well. Cahoon showing lots of determination, and Lawrence a lot of nimble footwork. Clear foul by Ferguson. The referee will have a war with Ian Ferguson, looking a little bit overzealous there in his challenge.
It was certainly a late challenge. I don't think there's an awful lot of harm in it, but Hugh Dallason's a strict referee and he's not going to allow things to go unnoticed, and he's putting his authority on the game very early.
Cahoon none the worse. Bolton's free kick looking for Dave McPherson, marked by his former teammate Richard Goff. No way past McCall for Johnston, or for McPherson. Lloydrup was caught there by Johnston, and then by McManus, just for good measure. Well, the youngsters in this Hearts lineup making an impact early on. Great running by Lloydrup. That was for Robertson. McManus was with him all the way that time. It's good play by Poynton. And a headed pass back. Good header down by Goff to Brown. Too many a battle for Rangers together, these two. Interception is made by McManus. This is Mackay. Foul by Lloydrup. Well, space at a premium in the centre of the field here. Both sides playing five-man midfields. McManus then sending it along. Poynton has to help the diminutive Hearts forwards by going into that forward position. Cahoon turned it out. Rangers on the throw. A little bit of involvement here for Andy Gorham. Here's Brown again, marking once more. Very tight indeed in the middle of the field. Alan Johnston is indeed on Paul Gascoigne. Showing a lot of faith in the youngster, that, putting him in that role. Here he is. Well tackled by Gascoigne. Gascoigne going to that tackle in Cahoon. It's very tough out there. Rangers have a free kick and Gordon Jury is injured. Well, I wonder too, Billy, if there's a possibility the Hearts think they can perhaps have Johnston play off Gascoigne, quite apart from marking.
Well, here we see Paul Gascoigne right in the centre of everything there, and there's one or two tackles flying in as we expect in the cup final. But certainly it's a feasible thing that if you get a good young player who's fit enough to stay with Gascoigne, pay close attention to him and perhaps break away when he's in possession. But again, we saw that tussle, and we can see how keen both sets of players are to get involved in the game.
Well, it is a cup final, and both sets of players are playing it as though it was a match of real significance and importance, as you might expect. So the tackling is tough. Referee Dallas will be working hard to keep things under wraps in the opening half hour. He's done well so far. McLaren's free kick looking for Goff. Good header down that. Jury was too far forward. Lawrence. Poynton. Held up by McCall. Well, heavy tackling again, this time by John Brown on Lawrence. The old warhorse now, 34 years old. still with amazing enthusiasm for the fray. Robertson's header was straight back to Mackay. Ferguson's tackle. Offside against Jury. Linesman there, Bobby Orr from Kilbarchan. FIFA linesman.
Correct decision by the linesman there, but Paul Gascoigne was annoyed at Gord Jury for venturing into the offside position because he was breaking very quickly from midfield.
Mackay in possession again. Fulton drifting over to the right hand side here. That's Lawrence. Laudrup took up good position to receive the pass from Gascoigne. The support arriving now from midfield. That's for Jury. Not quite ready for that. Turned away there by McManus. Here's David Robertson. Ferguson! Good effort by Ferguson. Very well saved by Rousset.
Superb little ball over the top of the defenders there from Robertson, and Ferguson doesn't quite get a hold of it, but nevertheless it's an indication of the threat that possessed breaking from midfield like that.
It's surprising in a way to see Ferguson doing more of the support work in the middle of the field than Gascoigne is at this stage. Gascoigne staying deeper. Offside on the far side against Lawrence. Alan Lawrence, 33 years old. Meadowbank, Dundee and Airdrie, Four Hearts. So Hearts now funneling back to the middle of the field, allowing the Rangers back three to have the ball. Now Ferguson. The run was made well by Jury. He ran off Paul Ritchie from an onside position. Back it comes to Cleland. Complete miscue with the attempt to find Gascoigne in the middle. Ferguson asking a lot there of McLaren. So the build-up starts again, patiently from Rangers. Here's Stuart McCall. Laudrup now on the right-hand side. Very hard to pick up for Hearts. Bruno quickly in on the ball, the head of McCall. This is Gascoigne. A buzz of anticipation around the stadium from Rangers supporters. Well held up by Mackay. David Robertson's header was a good one. Well, he's been encouraged to get forward there, really an outside left, David Robertson.
He's certainly prepared to break forward in this game, and I think that's part of Rangers' plan. Not all that far off the attack. Good connection with the ball, but not all that far from making a real test for the goalkeeper.
Goff in trouble there. He missed time that challenge on Cahoon. Committed the foul, which gives possession back to Hearts. Well, all types of attire for cup finals. Whether the beer is real. Looks as though it may be. Now the problem for Hearts is they don't have real height in the penalty box, apart from Dave McPherson when he goes forward. Now Rangers in the counter-attack with Ferguson. Poor past that, cut off easily by Ritchie. That's Johnston under severe pressure. Straight away from McCall. He wanted Cleland to do the same. This is Poynton. There's one option which Hearts just don't have an attack, but they cannot afford to play high balls in.
No, that's right. And obviously looking at Gascoigne, Paul Gascoigne's playing so very deep, but what we're seeing from Rangers is both Robertson and Cleland on the other side are prepared to break forward. Laudrup's dropping off a little bit, making those passes inside Dave McPherson for Robertson to use that pace, and it's causing Hearts an awful lot of problems just at this particular match.
Johnson getting no peace at all from Stuart McCall, but Hearts have the throw. Stuart McCall wanted to debate that with the referee. There's Poynton's long throw. McPherson's there already. Goff wins it. Fulton. Clear foul there by Ferguson. He'll have to be careful. In fact, it's a yellow card. And the outburst in response will not help his cause. First booking of the match. 20 minutes gone. Ian Ferguson for persistent infringement of the rules, I think this will be. At the early stage of the match, they have a yellow card too, Billy.
Well, I just wonder if Hugh Dallas would prepare to let the challenge go. I mean, he's certainly in there late, he certainly brings Fulton down, but I honestly think it's his response immediately after it. Perhaps he's got his name into the book. And really, Hugh Dallas is going to impress his personality on the game, and players better be aware of it.
There's Gary Mackay, closed down so well by McCall. Once again, Goff not quite to the ball in the air. Rangers try to break with Laudrup. So still not clear evidence that either side is completely settled. Gascoigne in that deep roll. Hearts quite content to allow the Rangers back three to have the ball. Look at that, no pressure on the back three. Wait until it comes into the Hearts half before they start pressing forward to make challenges. That's McPherson's clearance. Good strong challenge again by McCall, winning what really looked to be a 40-60 ball. Laudrup away from Ritchie. John Brown was in the box for that. Well, Rangers sending the central defenders forward, supporting the attack. Good change of pace by McCall. Good space for himself. The offside flag up against Alec Cleland. Now it's gone down, but Hearts have a free kick anyway for that challenge by McLaren on Cahoon. Cahoon coming short again. The man who left Celtic in 1985 after being left out of that cup final. Cahoon's cross, Poynton is too far in. He thought he was fouled by Cleland. Poynton still protesting to the referee. Fairness, didn't appear to have a lot of chance of getting the ball the way it came in, but he certainly believed he's impeded by Cleland. Good awareness shown there by McPherson to get away from Robertson. Gascoigne well tackled by Mackay. This is Lawrence. The good effort by Lawrence. Turned over by Andy Gorham. It's a corner kick to Hearts. Well, they're here to make a game of it, all right. No question about that.
Well, Alan Lawrence has got one thing in his mind. He's going to try and test the goalkeeper. It's a good shot and very comfortably dealt with by Andy Gorham. But nevertheless, it will give Hearts just that lot of heart.
Steve Fulton with this corner kick. Cahoon coming short. That was great play by Hearts. Very inventive corner kick. Rangers defence equal to the task in the end though, but well, Hearts clearly had that penetrating ground. Alec Cleland has escaped that appeal for a penalty from Neil Poynton a moment ago. Came off Cleland, collected now by Johnston, who's found some space for himself. Oh, delightful little step over to go past Cleland. Headed away by Brown. That was a good cross, had there been a big centre forward in there. Bad tackle by Cleland. Completely beaten by Johnston. That was really good, skillful footwork, this from Johnston.
Well, that's right. Good footwork by Alan Johnston, but certainly Alec Cleland could have no cause for complaints here because it was a very rash challenge. Not a lot of danger out there. He could have afforded to slow down, jockey his man, but no, he dived straight in, and I think his name titledly went in the book.
For Blurry, I think it was his first foul. It's cut noise with the referee, and here's Poynton now with a free kick. Well, not too many targets in there. Both the young men from the back came up, McManus and Ritchie, to join Dave McPherson, but Poynton couldn't pick out any of them. Now Rangers captain Richard Goff realises, if he had any doubts beforehand, that this is going to be a very tough final. Constantly talking to his teammates. And down the track below us, there's some treatment being administered to Paul Gascoigne. Or perhaps it was a repair to a boot. I think that was the trouble. That was a matter of his footwear, not any injury. A rare error by Gascoigne. Fulton runs straight into McCall. Lawrence inside for Poynton, is well forward again, looking for support, gets it from Fulton. Fulton was fouled by McCall. This is a very good spell for Hearts. They're still inside the opening half hour of the Tennent Scottish Cup final. There are no goals on the board as yet, but the Hearts manager Jim Jeffries has every cause to believe his side has a real chance here.
Well, Fulton does really well there. He takes Stuart McCall out of the equation, gets brought down for his penalty, but in that situation there's not a lot of danger. But we saw Hearts work a nice corner kick. They may well work a nice free kick here.
Mackay's in charge again. Cahoon's header. Well, now Cahoon had space inside the penalty box. That will be of some concern, I'm sure, to the Rangers management.
They've obviously worked on the fact they don't have a lot of height in that penalty area, but threw that ball in nicely. The defenders can't quite get to it. A little less of a touch, it might have been dangerous for Andy Gorham.
Good running again by Loudrup. Good release the pass for Cleland, though, is caught well upfield there. It's McPherson. Rousset in a hurry to get that away before Jury closed him down. Holmes did well, but Ferguson got there ahead of Cahoon. Well, the tactical planning in this game, Billy, really must have been very interesting indeed, and we see the fruits of that right now. Teams cancelling each other out the middle of the field.
Well, that's happened, but Paul Gascoigne started to be a bit more offensive, started to push forward that little bit, but certainly Alan Johnson's been detailed to mark him. That will be a very interesting contest.
Fulton now to Poynton. Here's John Brown, space to come forward. Started his life as a marauding left back, so this is not too unusual for him. Delightful control from Gascoigne. Once again, Hearts doing very well, and then marking chores in the middle of the field. Goff's frustration was clear there. He had no Rangers player in space to release the ball to. McCall's trying to change that now. It means even more energy required to make the runs, find the space. Gascoigne. Or Ferguson. Dillon makes the run, but that's too far ahead of him. Shows how difficult it is to play telling passes. Such is the quality of the marking at this stage in the game. Gilles Rousset not too trouble in the match. A couple of decent saves, notably from Ian Ferguson, but hasn't been too busy. Accidental collision, says the referee, between Fulton and Ferguson. A wild tackle there. Well, now, that decision goes Rangers' way. It did appear as though McLaren was the culprit.
Well, I think in actual fact both players left the ball, so I think that would have been a toss-up as to which way it should have gone.
Yeah, certainly Fulton is a bit dangerous there, and that attempt by Jury. Almost effective for Rangers after the good work on the flank by Robertson. Johnston, well tackled by McLaren. That's for Lawrence to chase. Across goes Richard Gough. At full stretch there to beat Lawrence to the ball. Boynton knew had the throw.
Richard Gough does well here because he's got the advancing pace from Lawrence there, but times his challenge well.
Johnston fouled by McLaren, the former Hearts player. And his name is a Hearts player for this transfer at the end of 1994 to Rangers. Past the half-hour mark now. Tennant Scottish Cup final wide open. Here's Lawrence. Given the time to come into a shooting position there. McCall realised that at the last minute. Ritchie with Jury. Determined challenge by the young man. Here's McCall. Robertson free on the left. Loudra. McManus goes to put him under pressure. Now Gascoigne. Always generates a reaction from the fans on both sides. Fouled by McPherson and Loudra. Quickly taken by Brown. Here's Robertson. Gascoigne doing some pushing inside the area. Debate there with Alan Johnston. Bruno calms him down. A little bit of respite here for the players. The ball is returned to Gilles Rousset. But I think Hearts, well, they must have been dreading the possibility of losing an early goal. They've come through that phase and now look to be better and better.
Well, they certainly seem to be enjoying the contest now, and you know, when you consider they've lost their skipper early in the game, but one point of danger to them just at the minute for me is the fact that Robertson's prepared to break forward. His pace is causing them problems down that side, but you know, Rangers still don't look as though they've got a natural centre forward, and that is always going to be a problem. And even if you get balls in from the wide position, you need someone in the middle there to convert them.
Lawrence putting Gough under pressure. Rangers back three cope calmly. Careless pass though from McLaren. Foul against Ferguson. This challenge on Lawrence. He has to be careful, he's been booked already. Steve Fulton leaves this now to Alan McManus. Boynton's a target. McLaren identify the danger there. Gascoigne. An ambitious pass that up the line. They knew the worst that would happen would be the throw. Walter Smith remained in the director's box, still not tempted to come down to change anything. He's not happy though. Ferguson now to Robertson. McCall very deep. There's Ian Ferguson again. Misunderstanding there. And John Brown thought that McPherson was going to collect that easily. That's well won by Brown. For Jury, he was taken out of the play by Mackay after the ball had gone.
It's tremendous enthusiasm that John Brown's got for the game, but clearly these were sucked today by Gary Mackay.
Gascoigne again over the set piece. Richard Gough makes a run inside the area. He's the target. Rousset's punch. Here's Loudra. Complete miscue, but now McCall closed down well by Fulton. Laudrup. Well tackled again by Fulton. Ferguson to Robertson. Oh, that's good play by Lawrence. The counter-attack now on for Hearts. That's Johnston looking for Cahoon. A little bit of a hurry that with the pass, and that has made it easier for McLaren. That's great control again from Gascoigne. Jury. Laudrup. Cleland makes the run outside him. Good play from Rangers. Well, the pass from Brian Laudrup, surprising enough, not judged properly. So respite there for the Hearts defence.
Good, but Rushy does well here to get the punch, but it falls to Laudrup, and really he should be doing better. He really mishits that shot there. Again, but good defending from Hearts here. They get out quickly to Stuart McCall and deny him any chance of a strikeout goal.
Goff's header returned there by Point into Lawrence. There's McLaren. Jury's very quick ahead of Ritchie. Laudrup. Well tackled by Bruno. Still the pressure on the Hearts defence. Well, Jury, I'm sure, was trying to play that low across his face of the 6-yard box. Apologises to his teammates in the middle. Well, better news from the Hearts camp, from the dressing room, is that Gary Locke's injury is not too bad. He's certainly not able to play, clearly, as he was removed, but his twisted knee does not require any hospital attention. Jury to Laudrup. That's good running by Laudrup, a chance here for Rangers. That's the over. Hearts were ripped asunder, and Laudrup's finish was deadly. It's only his 5th of the season.
A tremendous finish by Laudrup, but what a goal. This is a contender for the goal of any season. Lovely instinctive play, but here he keeps his head, knows where the goalkeeper is, and just knocks it past him into the corner of the net. No chance for the goalkeeper, but certainly a sensational goal that Rangers conjured up there to open the scoring.
Well, after competing so well for so long, Hearts have gone behind, and Rangers are notoriously difficult to claw back once they've got that lead. Well, there's certainly no shortage of spirit in this Hearts side. We're looking to head back very quickly indeed. Expert finishing there from Laudrup, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Even the massive frame of Gilles Rousset unable to cope with that effort. And now, with just about 6.5 minutes left in the first half, plus some stoppage time, we're in a crucial phase in the game, because Hearts really have to hang on here at least to half-time. A second for Rangers now would be very difficult to combat. An offside against Gascoigne. Great credit here due to Gordon Jury for the quality of the pass. He knew exactly where Laudrup was. He was quick enough to get in behind Bruno. Super goal.
It was a tremendous goal, because if you remember, Laudrup was involved in an initial pass into Jury, and he then made the run in behind the Hearts defence, and when the pass came, he was there to finish it off.
Well, Walter Smith still not looking entirely happy, Rangers manager. And the noise you hear coming principally from the Rangers fans. Well, it was by no means plain sailing in the opening half hour. That goal from Laudrup, though, has turned the initiative completely Rangers' way.
think Rangers' tactics were obviously not to lose anything early in the game, and I think the previous games against Hearts, they've lost something early, they then had to throw themselves against Hearts, and Hearts picked them off that little bit. And I think that was one of the reasons Gascoigne was playing so deep. He was there to take the ball and perhaps to protect his back players, but it's worked very successfully with that magnificent goal.
Well, that's certainly where Hearts have profited against Rangers in the past, by sucking them in and striking in the break. A fashion which Rangers really are past masters at, but now the complexion of the game has changed. Hearts have to do some chasing here. McLaren, McCall, Loudrop warming to the task. Interception made by McPherson. Jury closing in. Well, it really has been a fascinating tactical battle in this first half. One of the problems, obviously, these sides know each other so well, it's difficult to produce a surprise. But here's Gascoigne now with Ferguson outside him. Gascoigne going himself. Still Gascoigne. Just about a yard too far ahead of him, that, as he turned inside. A measure of his amazing confidence.
He's marvellous at running out defenders, that close control of his. He just gets too much of a touch here, otherwise Hearts would have been in deep trouble. But he's tremendous at going at defenders.
Loudrop's corner. Now McCall, back to Ferguson. Fellon on the right. Goff's header! Brilliant save by Rousset. Now that may turn out to be crucial in the match. Gilles Rousset again with a magnificent stop. Goff was denied. Well, Gilles Rousset's contribution has been amazing all season. That may turn out to be absolutely vital. Had Rangers gone 2 ahead at that stage, you would have fancied them strongly to hold on comfortably, but with only 1 goal in it, the game very much alive. There's Lawrence, and now Mackay. Poynton, fouled from the back by McLaren.
It's that header of Gossamer. It gets up so well. Beautiful header, but once again, as he's done so often this season for Hearts, Rousset makes a good save at a very crucial time in the game.
So Hearts have a chance now to put some pressure on Rangers. Steve Fulton with that sweet left foot will take this free kick. McPherson's in the box. So is Paul Ritchie. He's done well. Lawrence is there. Good effort there by Hearts. Andy Goodham looking so calm. Oh, Jim Jeffries checking his watch. This was close.
Again, Hearts have worked very well at the free kick situation. The dead ball setting have been very good. They almost got themselves back into equality there.
Oh, Gascoigne. Loudrop. Fellon hugging his right touchline. McLaren is his support. Jury. Loudrop. Jury looking at McLaren, expecting him to make a run, I think. This is Cahoon. McLaren brings it clear as Cahoon and Gascoigne clash. Here's Robertson. Bruno at the second attempt gets the ball away. Well, going into the final minute of the 45 in the first half, but there will be a fairly lengthy spell added because of the injury to the Hearts captain Gary Locke. McPherson's cross blocked by Brown. A strong play by Brown, very determined. Well, enjoying this all right. The run is made by Gascoigne. Foul at the edge of the area. There's trouble here for Paul Ritchie. magnificent midfield play again from Gascoigne, pointed to where he wanted the pass.
Beautiful pass from John Brown. Great running, great break from Gascoigne, and unfortunately that he'd brought down before he could do anything else. But I think young Richie's maybe just a shade lucky to escape with a yellow card there.
Well, indeed, the referee's view could have been more serious, because it was an obvious goal-scoring opportunity for Gascoigne had he not been fouled. Walter Smith is coming down now to the track just before the interval. There will be a hold-up here while Gascoigne gets attention, but look at the distance he makes here. Brown's in possession.
John Brown does magnificent. It's perfect pass, and Gascoigne makes a brilliant run to get in behind the defenders. Paul Ritchie's just a little bit unlucky in the sense that he's arrived too late, and he probably didn't appreciate the pace at which Gascoigne was getting there.
It's a very heavy tackle, although in fairness I think Ritchie was surprised by Gascoigne's pace.
I don't think there's any doubt about that. He was a bit unlucky, and obviously he'd no option other than to get into the challenge. But I think perhaps Hugh Dallas has just been that bit lenient with him, perhaps.
He's giving him the benefit of the doubt, the young man, Paul Ritchie. I don't think he was malicious with that. I think he really believed he had a chance of getting to the ball, and Gascoigne just stepped up a gear. Gascoigne certainly felt that all right. Remember, he didn't complete the 1991 FA Cup final for Tottenham. That horrendous knee injury, but it does appear to be all right now. Although I think from this free kick, because it's one he would normally want to take. Loudrop having a word with him, so is Ian Ferguson. Is he all right to take this? Well, into stoppage time at the end of the first half. We could have 3 or 4 minutes of that, though. It's a great chance again for Rangers. Here's Gascoigne. Good positioning by Rousset. That made it comfortable. The wall did his job. Rousset was well placed.
Well, it's down to good possession by the goalkeeper, because he's anticipating which way Gascoigne's going to take it, and he makes it look so easy, doesn't he?
Clarence header, met there by Bruno. Well, an eventful first half, Billy. Rangers good value?
I think they is it just sheerly because of the brilliance of the goal, but you know it was strange because.
Well, here's Jury, the chance for the second. It could well be now. His touch lets him down. What an opportunity that was, created by dreadful defending and determined work by Jury.
It really is bad defending. The two central defenders get themselves all in the mix-up. Gordon Jury does everything right. He loses his touch just at the last second.
And it was the last attempt on goal of an eventful first half. Hearts competed so well for so long, but then Brian Loudrop, with that amazing goal in 37 minutes, took the pass from Jury to beat Gilles Rousset and give Rangers a vital lead. Walter Smith looks on here to see the players coming off. I think he's very concerned about Paul Gascoigne, who's not looking too happy here. It was a very heavy tackle and he's struggling. He's shaking his head towards Walter Smith. But at half-time, it's Hearts 0, Rangers 1. second half of the Tennant Scottish Cup final starts with the Rangers in possession, and they'll be looking to continue where they left off in a very impressive late first half performance. Looking for signs that there have been changes made by Hearts tactically, but they do appear to be out with the same formation. Sure, there'll be certain requests made of players to get closer to their opponents than they were for spells in that first half. Here's Cleland over Rangers. Bruno's clearing header. Loud up against Bruno. Against McManus rather. It's back with Gascoigne. This is McCall. Offside surely against Robertson. No. Well, no offside flag until the last minute, but Jim McBurney over there eventually raised his flag. The referees acknowledged that and told Gilles Rousset to continue. Well, very late flag, and David Robertson looked to be yards offside. Here's Gary Locke being helped down to the dugout to watch the second half. Well, Walter Smith didn't look at all happy at the end of that first half. Any thinking now why he may be perturbed, Billy?
Well, I think you've got a cup final situation. There's always some problem, but you know, at the moment Rangers just seem to be continuing their ascendancy in the game. They look more confident this half, and you know, I think Hearts have really got to start pulling out the stops, because the cup is gone at the minute. They've got to start getting themselves back into the game. They've got to start being more demanding about their attention in midfield, but really more importantly, they've got to try and get some forward play, because we've really not seen very much of the Hearts forwards at all. We really haven't seen very much of any support down either side, and no, at this stage Rangers have really got the game to themselves.
And here's Gascoigne holding off Poulton, picking out Jury. Good build-up play again from Rangers. This is Cleland. Free kick given there for a bit of pushing off the ball, I think. Gascoigne frustrated. Good tackle there by McLaren, allowing McCall to take possession for Rangers. He was fouled and turned by Cahoon. Miscue there by Gascoigne, but coming to no harm for Rangers. They really have taken the game again by the scruff of the neck at the start of the second half, Rangers. Hearts determined, I've no doubt, to get the skillful players on the ball. Johnston and Fulton especially, the creative men in the middle of the field. They've been very quiet indeed. This is Robertson. Foul by McPherson. Walter Smith on the track, not looking too happy yet. Back with Gascoigne, the chance to run at the defence. Bruno comes to meet him. Now Laudrup. That's for Gascoigne, he was onside. Delivery wasn't quite good enough. No flag that time. This is Jury. Ferguson forced to go back to McLaren. Jury's pass off goes Laudrup on the run again, followed by McManus. A severe test for young McManus this, looking after Laudrup. And a bloomer by Rousset. Who would believe it? It's a second for Laudrup. Rangers 2 ahead. Well, a sense of stunned amazement around the stadium about this.
Oh, you certainly wouldn't believe that from a goalkeeper of Rousset's quality. Initially, it's tremendous play by Laudrup out in that position. He torments the Hearts defence, turns them a couple of times, and then puts a really disappointing ball into the middle. But lo and behold, you would never believe that you would see Rousset do something like that, and really for me the cup is well beyond Hearts now.
The Frenchman looks on, head and hands, the hero for so much of the season for Hearts. It really was a poor ball by Laudrup. And yet it's given Rangers a second goal and a 2-0 lead. Well, what a blow to Hearts that is. A poor ball, should have been very easy for the keeper. No one making it around the near post, no problem at all. Rangers in possession again, and all the exhortations of Jim Jeffries at half-time. Really, Billy, going for nothing now. He couldn't have accounted for that.
Well, if anything, the second half really started with Rangers having stepped up another little bit of a gear. You know, obviously Gascoigne's enjoying himself, but Loudrop's had a truly magnificent game. That he's certainly scored the 2 goals, but his overall play has been excellent, and really it's a display that Rangers can be very pleased with.
Now Jury running at Bruno. Another chance for Rangers, queuing up in the middle. Here's Clement. What a very good chance again. Bruno turned it over the corner.
Well, whatever it was that Jim Jeffries said to Hearts, that they really haven't paid heed to. Here's another opportunity, and really Alec Clement should be doing better than miss hit his shot here, but really at this moment, you know, Hearts have got a mountain to climb.
And potentially in the end of a drubbing. There's Loudrop. Rolf's header. Wellen comes in. Well, testing the confidence again of Russi, I think. There's Loudrop. Turned away by McPherson. It's a siege now in the Hearts goal. And one more surely would end it. Loudrop looking for a hat-trick too.
Yeah. This is good play by Loudrop. That shot by Clem goes across, and Loudrop comes across here and puts the ball in, and really at this stage they're really tormenting the Hearts defence.
Paul Gascoigne's corner. And off the crossbar from Ian Ferguson. Well, you know, fear for Hearts with every Rangers attack. It's
just a typical ball into middle there, and a good enough header. Look at the space that he's got there. If he had missed it, Goff was right behind him to have an attacking header, and really Hearts have really got to pull themselves together. The experienced players have got to work very hard to keep the youngsters in tight. Not one Hearts defender was off the ground there for that corner kick. All the Rangers fans now enjoying the carnival atmosphere. Ali McCoy looks on, missing out on another cup final. Well, the referee having a word with Alan Lawrence and John Cahoon. Cahoon committed the foul. I suspect Lawrence may have said something. A very stern message there from the referee Hugh Dallas. Confirmation of the official attendance, 37,730. Making lots of noise. Brown playing into space. Use the pace there of Jury. Jury against Ritchie. Goal kick's been given. A stern test for these two youngsters, McManus and Ritchie, at the back for Hearts now. So it's the last time we'll see the old South Stand at Hampden, such a familiar landmark in Glasgow, set to come down to complete the refurbishment of the stadium. Boynton's header. Off wins it. That's Lawrence. Cahoon inside. Brown's clearance. Loudrop skipping away from McManus. He has Jury to his left. He may go it alone here. Now it's Jury. Faced by Bruno. Well, Jury goes down. He appeared to be caught by Bruno. Jury certainly thought so. Referee Dallas couldn't have been better positioned, and he's ruled that out. Well, a break, I think, for Hearts. Johnston running into trouble. The ball of Gascoigne. It's a free kick against Hearts. God, Jury goes at the defender here, makes good ground. I think it was accidental, to be quite frank with you.
Well, the law's changed. Intention's not required anymore as of last summer. I think Bruno was lucky. And this time Alan Johnston's being warned by the referee. Well, Hearts must look after their discipline too here. Things are beginning to look ragged for them. Bedlam around the stadium from the Rangers fans. Looks like the double, unless Hearts can drag something from their reserves of courage and determination to turn this around. Ian Ferguson. Now McCall. Gascoigne's pass releases Laudrup. Oh, that's great play by Laudrup. No one in position to collect there. Ferguson now to McCall. Jury. McCall again. Well, some faint appeals there for a pass back, but that would have been very unfair, I think, in a Hearts defender. There's the referee's view too, more importantly. The wrestling match goes on, and Gough is penalised for his attentions on Cahoon. Must be very awkward with such a height advantage. Challenge failed. John Robertson will be introduced. Here's Johnston. And now Mackay. Strong play again by Gary Mackay, but the Rangers defence equal to the task. Andy Gordon takes over. Fifth game between the two clubs this season. Last two won by Hearts. Ibrox by 3-0 and Tynecastle by 2-0. Previously, Rangers won both matches, 4-1 at home, 2-0 at Tynecastle. So this decided going Rangers' way. And the prize is the Scottish Cup. Brown surging forward again. Bruno required help there from McManus. Laudrup to Cleland. Back towards Ferguson. Poynton read that well for Hearts. Poulton skipping away from McCall. Now Lawrence. Held up well by Gough. Gascoigne takes over. Brilliant play from Gascoigne. Now McCall. Jury free again on the left. Well, he had Laudrup and McCall in the middle. Jury not quite so deadly, coming in off the left like that. Hearts will make a change.
It really is. It's a good move by Rangers. God, Jury gets himself into good position. There's a couple of options open to him. I think he goes for the wrong one. Doesn't hit the target, but a ball across the face of the goal that he had supporting players, might well have been better, but you know, for Hearts at this minute, Jock, it's really dangerous because the Rangers seem to be able to attack it well, and really Hearts at this particular moment don't seem to have any answer.
Pasquale Bruno looks disbelievingly towards the bench as he's withdrawn to allow John Robertson to come on. So, a total change of tactics. For Hearts, these supporters muted, as you might expect. But it looks as though Hearts are going to have back four: McPherson, McManus, Ritchie and Poynton. And they're trying to get three up front, Lawrence and Robertson, with Cahoon on the left and Johnston on the right. Total change of tactics now. Well, Hearts have to do something drastic. That's for Jury, another chance. Get it in well. Dave McPherson cuts off the cross. So here's Johnston. Cahoon now in the outside left position. Looks like a 4-4-2 in fact, with Johnston, Mackay, Fulton and Cahoon across the middle. Robertson and Lawrence up front. Lawrence now to Cahoon in his new role. John Brown's header goes straight to Poynton. Well tackled by Ferguson. Gascoigne with Jury ahead of him. Laudrup coming on the left hand side. 3 against 3. Laudrup was fouled there. Free kick's been given to Rangers. The advantage could have been applied. Alan McManus was the culprit. That allows Hearts to get men back. But evidence also, some of these Hearts players struggling with stamina. They had to work so hard to stay in the game, but you can see evidence there that they were very slow in coming back there to support the defence. Laudrup waits for Goff to arrive, and Jury has the attempt on goal. So Walter Smith and Archie Knox have a discussion.
It's a very adventurous formation that Hearts now have got. Obviously they've got to try and get themselves back into the game. They've got to score a goal. But I think with this formation they've got now, the big danger for them is the way Rangers are playing, they're going to be able to cut through that back four at ease.
This is McCall, away from Mackay. Forward comes Robertson. Laudrup makes space for himself, but turns straight into Mackay. Advantage applied there as Poynton takes the pass from Fulton. And now Hearts are exposed. Brown comes forward, leaves it to Gascoigne. Jury to the right, Laudrup to the middle. Trying a little bit too much on the ball that time, Gascoigne. Eased out of it by Fulton. Well, there had to be something drastic attempted by Hearts to get back in this match. Inside the closing third of the game, inside the final half hour. Gascoigne showing no ill effects on that tackle from Ritchie just on half time. Offside against Robertson. Possession retained with ease in that position. Mackay trying to do something about it. He's not content to watch Rangers dominate in that fashion without doing something about it.
Well, Gary Mackay just showing his frustration just a little bit there. I don't think there's an awful lot in the after challenge, but really I just think frustrations are building up in the Hearts players. They've got to watch their discipline at this stage.
Well, the referee has a word with both players. Very experienced players both. Mackay, in fairness, I mean, you can't really stand back and watch with people struggling about like that without doing something about it, making some tackles and getting about them.
I think you've got to be able to time your tackles just a little bit better, because you're going to put your team in more trouble. You commit a rash challenge at this stage, you're liable to get sent off, and that's not going to help your team.
Gascoigne finds Jury. Both former Tottenham players, Gascoigne and Jury. Pass, Brown picks it up. There's Robertson ahead of him. Wants to play the pass with more certainty. McCall finds Gascoigne. Through the gap it goes for Laudrup. Rousset alive to that, just as well for Hearts. Here's Ian Ferguson. McClelland. Good tackle made there by Ritchie. Towards Robertson. Well, the front two really at the moment working on scraps for Hearts. Alan Johnston finding a bit of space in the flank here. That's great, skillful play by Young Johnston, the pass reaches John Robertson. Well, I think he expected Dave McPherson. Oh, Goff thought the ball had gone out for a goal kick. So did Robertson. David Robertson, that is. John Robertson was battling hard for it. Here's Alan Johnston. Offside against Lawrence. The referees acknowledge that now, and Rangers have a free kick.
One of the tragedies for Hearts, when you see Alan Johnston in his natural position, he looks so talented, he's got the ability to take defenders on, but really he was miscast in that role of trying to contain Paul Gascoigne.
Well, fairness to Jim Jeffries, forced upon him somewhat by the early injury to his captain, Gary Locke. Carelessness there by Ferguson, allowing Cahoon to take possession. Inside is Lawrence, good running there by Poynton. Great engine, Neil Poynton, gets up and down that left-hand side so well for Hearts. Even when they've gone to a back four, he's still supporting.
He's certainly worked hard throughout this game. He's been prepared to break forward. He's so unlucky here not to get a ball into the middle.
Hearts 11 final. 5 victories so far. Not since 1956 when they beat Celtic here by 3-1. Legendary inside trio of Con, Ball and Wardlaw in evidence. Dave Mackay. Jury's pass, here's Laudrup. McManus goes back with him. Played in early this time, but Jury! And no more than Rangers deserve. They're totally in command.
It's another magnificent goal involving Jury and Laudrup. Good pass by Jury into the wide position, but Laudrup knows exactly what to do here. Ball in the middle, across the front of defenders. Jury makes a good pace, goes across the front of his marker. Good connection, the ball's in it. Lovely ball in the middle, gives them the opportunity to cross the defender. Goalkeeper's got no chance.
Well, these two young defenders, Alan McManus and Paul Ritchie, finding it so difficult. That was Ritchie beating the ball there by Jury, playing against top-class opponents in a major final. It always was going to be a major task, Billy.
Well, definitely was, and you know, you hope it's not too hard a lesson on young talented players like this, but Laudrup delivered that pass to perfection. He put it in at the right pace, he put it in at the right height. Gordon Jury timed his run so well and didn't have to make a desperate connection, didn't have to swing hard with it, but just guided it in the corner of the net.
Jury's pass, here's Robertson, he's on his own here now. A little stumble giving McManus the chance to recover, and Robertson's gone down. It looks as though he's twisted something. He's on the ground as Hearts bring the ball out. And Steve Fulton sportingly turns the ball out to allow attention for Robertson. Here's this goal again.
There's the initial pass, but look, Laudrup knows he's sized up the situation, he knows what to do, and he delivers this ball into the middle with perfection. But all credit to Jury, he's timed his run brilliantly, knocks it into the corner of the net. This is David Robertson, and now I think this is this little knee problem that he's got. Overstretches there with the ball, tries to get up and possibly just demands too much of himself.
So the celebration started early here at Hampden among these Rangers fans. Well, Hearts renowned for their spirit, but this really is asking too much, surely. To come back from this, the Rangers bench with Gordon Petricini and Durant looking on hopefully to become involved in the action. Robertson stays in his usual place. McLaren put under pressure by his old teammate John Robertson. McLaren, more than 7 years at Tynecastle, exchanging pleasantries there with Andy Gorham. Really thought Gorham should have done more to help him there.
I think he's asking just a little bit much of Andy Gorham there. Look at those fans, they've come here to celebrate, and they haven't had an awful lot of excitement for them today, but they're prepared to show the team how much they want them to do well.
There's Robertson, blocked by McLaren. Oh, defiant show from the Hearts supporters, with the flags, the scarves waving. Despite being down by 3-0. Here's Johnston. Block was made by Robertson. Well, and Johnston just about as skillful a player as there is in the country at the moment, with the ball at his feet attacking a defender like that. Goes both ways with such ease. Great sleight of foot. Jordan Robertson maybe reflecting this could be the last chance for a cup winner's medal. Gorham with a punch. Not quite what Jury intended, but it's effective. Jury against Mackay. 4 against 2. Here's Laudrup. This could be the 4th. Gascoigne. Great block by Rousset. Excellent goalkeeping. But every attack from Rangers now carries menace.
Well, they're breaking it well here, aren't they? And really, you know, I'm surprised Michael Laudrup delivers so many good passes. That one just overhit it just a little bit, and all credit to Russo. Good save.
Or even his brother Brian. So linesman flagging in the far side. That's Jim McBurney from Dundee. It's his last match. The senior official retires on the age rule after the match. There he is, giving his instructions to Laudrup. Calling over referee Dallas, who's making sure the players retreat the full 10 yards. There's Paul Gascoigne. Easy catch for Rousset. Well, I reckon he may play the end of his career and never make another mistake like that, Billy. Lost the second goal. Yeah,
that's the problem with being a goalkeeper. You make mistakes like that, it's highlighted so much, particularly in the cup final. But he's been a tremendous signing for Hearts, and I really think an awful lot of their rise to what they have achieved this season has been down to the fact that he's been so stable at the back.
Gascoigne and Laudrup doing a bit of showboating here. That's for Jury, but Rousset again will win that. Well, a private little bet going on between Jury and Gascoigne about who'll score most goals in the season. Jury looks to have the edge now. 21 the total against 19 for Gascoigne. There's Alan Johnston. Back with Poulton. Round at full stretch. Laudrup to McCall. This is Jury. Pass has been played with such accuracy now. That's Gascoigne to Laudrup. Set up for Brown. Well, they could have had a go at goal first time there. They regret that now. Laudrup's back heeler intended for Brown again. Well, they're playing a game in exhibition style now.
Well, I realise it's just party time now for Rangers. You know, they've had so much control of the game this second half. They've got the goals that were important, and really they're so confident in playing so well.
David Robertson, across it comes to McLaren. Gascoigne. Free kick it was, taken very quickly. Robertson was doing the holding. Laudrup to Jury. Alan Johnston, the man going to make a tackle on Jury perhaps. Gascoigne, back it goes towards Jury. McManus's clearance. Well, Rangers are really toying with Hearts now. And it really is important for Hearts to retain the discipline, because I can imagine one or two players getting a little bit uptight about this in the maroon colours. Some very proud players playing for Hearts this afternoon. They won't like this one bit. Pointer. Fulton's pass. Cahoon. Robertson. Cahoon again. Good build-up play from Hearts. Lawrence back to Fulton. Shooting chance perhaps. Not going right for Fulton. Started out as a very promising man with you at Celtic, Billy.
Yeah, he is a talented player, and really I think that I always felt he had much more to achieve than what he has achieved. And, you know, perhaps he just lacks that little bit of confidence and belief in his own ability, but he really has. He had the ability as a young man to be a really outstanding player.
Jury took a knock there, and the challenge with McPherson. It's back with McManus. Johnston looking for Robertson, and Goff taking no chances there. Well, perhaps didn't hear anything coming from Andy Gorham. So Hearts now looking for what I think is only a consolation now. Here's John Robertson with a corner. Goes McPherson. Over the ball. Well, the Hearts bench below, as I can tell you, a resigned look about Jim Jeffries and Billy Brown and Paul Hegarty. Not much they can say now. There's no further exhortations I think they can offer to make any difference to the run of this game.
I think the worry for Jim Jeffries now is, you know, obviously he's seen his team. There you are, there's a goal.
There's the consolation. John Cahoon with a thundering drive, catching out Andy Gorham. Well, the goal accepted in quiet fashion by Cahoon, but what a good hit this is.
The Rangers are just a little bit careless here, a little bit casual. But what a strike with John Cahoon. Might give some fire to the rest of the game, because it gives Hearts that little bit of credibility back. And I think that's what, at this stage, just before the goal, I think Jim Jeffries will be pleased that not to lose any further, because I think his credibility was going to get knocked there. But the goal has now given him a chance to get something back from it.
John Cahoon with his 7th goal of the season. The goal coming 14 minutes from the end. Well, Alan Johnston has gone down after the clash with Gascoigne, who wants to conduct a discussion with Alan McManus on the way back. Here's Cahoon. Is there to be a twist here? Could Hearts get another? McLaren did well with the tackle. This is McCall. Will that sting Rangers, I wonder? Here goes Jury using his pace, holding off McManus. Surely, was he pulled down? McCall with a shot. Well, the goal again for Hearts came from this very well set up throw-in.
Yeah, it's well set up, but really a bit of carelessness. And I think Rangers were just that little bit casual there. But this was almost another goal for Rangers. Good running by Jury. Just thought at last minute, and Stuart McCall knocks it past.
And some request for a penalty there when Jury went down under pressure from McManus. I wonder also if that goal was slightly deflected, seeing it again from behind the goal. Here's Cahoon. Obstruction. Well, the offender there was Ian Ferguson. Jim Jeffries has come to life again, sensing that another goal now could make such a difference. Gorham makes the catch. Other arguments going on in the field. Ian Ferguson and John Brown not too pleased with each other. Alan McLaren intervening. Jury on his own again against McManus. Needs some help now. Laudrup provides it. Well, two good saves by Rousset from Laudrup. Well, delightful play again from the Dane, but Rousset equal to the task.
It's tremendous attacking play once again by Laudrup. But all credit to the goalkeeper. Blocks the first one, blocks the second one, and really did well for his team there.
Well, Jim Jeffries has lost that resigned look he had a few minutes ago. That goal has changed things. Here's McCall. Robertson towards Laudrup. He's on against McManus. He's still on his feet. And this is Jury. Surely the fourth. It looks so easy. No answer from Hearts. And great work again in the build-up by Brian Laudrup. He's been involved in all the goals this afternoon.
He certainly had to fight hard to recover the ball there, but this is what he does so well. He sizes the situation up, sees Gordon Jury in position, gives him it, and this time Jury doesn't make any mistakes at all. But you know what an effect this pairing has had on the game. They've been tremendous as a front partnership.
No cover there at all. Jury had all the time in the world. Rousset was committed. Jury gets his 22nd of the season. That's very impressive because over the whole piece he's only started 29 matches, 10 substitute appearances, 29 starts, 22 goals. That's extremely impressive. McPherson's pass. This is Robertson. Almost looks as though Hearts made Rangers angry there for a moment. Johnston now to McPherson. Fouled by Brown. So Hearts of the free kick, which Steve Fulton will take. The wall has to retreat, the two-man wall. If indeed it is to be a wall, no, just one there. Turned back in dangerously by Lawrence. That was good play, and Rangers thought the ball had crossed the line. Queuing to the linesman in vain. Goal kick was given. Moyton thought it should have been a corner.
You know, Laudrup's had to fight so hard for that ball, but good refereeing. He's up with play. He waves play on, but there you are. Laudrup says, go on in, Gordon Jury, make a meal of this, and there you are. He does well. Takes it past the goalkeeper, makes it. This man's been brilliant.
And the man of the match, the Tennent's man of the match, Brian Laudrup. No surprise in that. Masterly performance from the Danish international. Scored two, made two. And he's tortured this Hearts defence all afternoon. John Robertson still giving all he can to the game, complaining to the referee. Rangers have possession again. Well, I think when we look back in the game, and when Hearts look back in the game, they'll look in the moment when Gary Locke twisted his knee as being utterly crucial to the way the game ran. Forced them to make changes they said they didn't want to make. Decision goes Hearts' way. Here's Fulton. Cahoon trying to find space for the cross. Touched on by Lawrence. That'll be a goal kick. Well, dejection there in the face of Lawrence. He's worked so hard since coming on early on to replace Gary Locke. There's the captain of Hearts, looking forward so much to his big cup final day. It lasted a little more than 6 minutes. Robertson back to Brown. The highest scoring final of recent times was the Motherwell Dundee United match of 1991, 4-3 after extra time to Motherwell. And goals have been rather at a premium since then in finals. That's all changed this afternoon. There may yet be more to come. Gascoigne. Well read by Mackay, the little flick from Ferguson. Shooting chance on. And the positioning of Goro made that look easy. Target for that ball was Gascoigne. Ritchie will get there first. Well, that was a strange attempt by Gascoigne. Getting to the ball in all the circumstances. Did himself some damage too, and that will be a bit of a worry from the England point of view. Determined play there by Richard Gough. Cole couldn't get there. Here's Johnston now. Robertson goes to the right. McPherson. Well, the former Rangers player slicing that well wide. Disappointment for him. Alan Johnston hasn't quite had the opportunity this afternoon, except in flashes to show his remarkable close control. Gascoigne's been in the wars, he's not looking too fit at the moment. Combination of a few knocks and a bit of fatigue. And here's Laudrup. Jury's inside, looking for his hat-trick. Measured for Jury. 5-1 to Rangers. Laudrup the provider, Jury the finisher. Well, the face lights up. Rangers manager. He knows that the season is ending on the highest of notes. Magnificent play from Rangers.
It's that combination again, isn't it? But you know, Laudrup does so well, but Jury really breaks his back to get up here, and Laudrup once again just delivers that ball perfectly in the middle. Thank you very much there, it's in the net.
Well, Laudrup looks up here, sees exactly where Jury is, and lays this on a plate for him. And Jury knew all the time there's only one place that would finish. In the meantime, Richard Gough has gone to the bench and suggested to Walter Smith, I think, that he takes Paul Gascoigne off, because he's certainly not running freely. Little reason to keep him on in these circumstances. Headed away by Brown. McCall. Laudrup. Robertson goes ahead. Anything could happen now every time Rangers come forward. A goal opportunity coming up. Back it goes to McLaren. And the changes to be made. Paul Gascoigne is being withdrawn. We'll have to wait till the play stops. And Brown still so determined, taking a heavy one in the end. A free kick to Rangers. Substitution will be made now. No, it's not Gascoigne, it is Ian Ferguson coming off and Ian Durrant coming on. I suspect that Gascoigne indicated he didn't want to leave the field early. So Ian Durrant comes on. An excellent servant to Rangers, hasn't had too much first team involvement this season. Can enjoy the last few minutes of the final. Here he is involved straight away. Back now with McCall. So Durant just out for a little bit of a warm-up really in the closing minutes. So here's Ritchie to Poynton. Goff's header out. McCall now to Gascoigne. Good play again from Gascoigne. McCall picks out Robertson. Looking for Jury, I think. McCall wins it back. This is Durant. Well, that would have been some introduction to the game and goal so quickly, but Rousset made a good save.
This is the worrying thing for Hearts, because even though the score is as the game's almost finished, Rangers still seem so sharp and so determined to get more from it.
McLaren at full stretch here against Cahoon. Cahoon took a knock there against his old teammate. This is Poynton. Robertson free on the left. Lawrence waits in the middle for the pass. Coulton also arriving. So Rangers come forward again. It really has been an outstanding performance, Billy. How would you rate that in terms of cup final performances?
Well, really, Rangers have performed so well, so purposely they've been creative from midfield, but more importantly, they've been explosive up front, and that's what's counted in. They won this game in a canter.
Brian Laudrup, the Tennent's man of the match. There could be a little argument with that. He scored 2, he made 3, he performed superbly, and Rangers have won the Tennent's Scottish Cup. Jury was a hero with a hat-trick, linking superbly with Laudrup. These two appear to have a splendid understanding. He enjoyed the freedom to run and use his running power and strength. Richard Goff expresses his appreciation. The double has been won again by Walter Smith. Jury takes the congratulations of his manager. He goes to his captain. Oh, the Rangers fans now savouring yet another triumph. So the celebration will go on for a long time here, but the final score, a sorry one for Hearts. Hearts 1, Rangers 5.